Here we go. Greetings and welcome to Die Dragon Die presents the Grimstone Chronicles Season 2, Episode 3. I am your host, Marty, but not the DM. That wonderful and grave responsibility falls to Adam tonight. Let me make their mics warm. You know, it would be good if you could hear the DM, because just Marty talking to himself may be a really weird game. How's everyone doing on this fine Thursday evening?
Very good.
Isn't that how Master of Puppets started out? You just talking to yourself?
Yes, Master of Puppets started out as, I'm just going to DM myself because I think it could be done. It's taxing to be both the player and the DM.
And then I invaded.
Mm-hmm. To hold yourself accountable, right?
Yep.
I posed myself a problem, and now I pose myself a solution.
And then I play through it, and I'm the only one responsible for making it entertaining. right? Yeah.
Have you ever tried to play chess with yourself?
No, I don't enjoy chess, actually.
Playing chess against yourself is really unenjoyable because when your brain gets to the point of I can't think that far ahead. Like, when you're playing with yourself, the other guy cheats because he already knows how far ahead you thought. He's got the same thought.
Right.
So it's like, you can do it if you start from a random position, but openings are like...
Well, that's why the random generator was supposed to do it. And we had fun the first effectively two chapters, because we used the random generator for Master of Puppets for a bit too. So I think it served its purpose.
I think it can still be used time to time.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Those tools, like, eventually will add more configurability, so you can get a little bit more of what you need. But no, those are really cool. For this week, I have more sleep than I did last week because I went to bed on time. I've been playing video games out of a beanbag chair that my wife bought a long time ago and didn't like, so I've got this like fat boy beanbag chair, like this. They're giant. So I've been sitting in that, and it's really weird because you sit down, it's like, this is uncomfortable, and then you sort of squirm a bit, and then it's like, okay, this is comfortable now. And then 2 hours goes by, and then you're like, how the hell do I egress from this goddamn thing?
It's the Chagga beds problem.
What dignified thing do I have to do to go to the bathroom so I don't make a mess?
Like, goddamn grown man crawling around on the ground.
Well, that's basically what it is. Additionally, the first few times I was using it, the dogs are like, something's wrong. Your face is too close to the ground. Like they know that you don't normally get that low, and then they're
coming up and concerned and like licking your face.
Oh no, are you okay? You fell down. It's like, no, it's just.
You're let me help you up by biting your
You're
ears.
Supposed to be up there. You're supposed to be up there.
There it is. I'm getting my ass kicked by the. I went back to Dark Souls 2 because I'm just on a Dark Souls kick, and it's like, oh yeah, the pace of this game is different. I'm getting my ass beat by things that I was like, these guys are easy. Actually, no, he's beating your ass. The pursuer is just like, nah, dude, I'm gonna just whack you with my big ass shield over and over and over again.
That is not a good sign, guys, that he's playing Dark Souls before DMing.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's not a good.
We're gonna fall off.
What is that, a goblin?
So many ramparts in the darkened
28 level goblins.
It's like, they're just goblins. Yeah, exactly. The fucking 17th level goblins taking out our kidneys, you know? Like, we can't hit them.
Please put it back in.
No, it's
good shit.
I'm all normalized. I'm over my vacation. It's now work again, and everything's balanced. Last week I was.
You see a bunch of goblins lifting weights. Run from that room, guys. Run.
These goblins export this fine powder. It's called whey.
You're not supposed to sniff it, buddy.
All right, so Adam's doing okay. Mark, what's up with you?
Not much. I just finished a 4-day shift run, which I hate day shift the most because I got to get up so early and I'm not a morning person. But I'm off for the next 6, so whoopee for me.
Nice.
That's a lot of off.
Yeah, but there's later on this month I'll be doing 6 straight, so
That's a lot on.
that's a lot of on. Yeah. For every day I work, I got a day off. So it's basically the way it works, unless I'm working overtime.
Ahmed?
I'm good. I'm good. My I bought a little, the pen that you can write and do 3D plastic structures with. I got that for my kids, and they started making a game and tokens for to play with. So this is an archer, and see the bow, crossbow, and this is a wizard. It's lightning shooting out of a thing. And then they took the cardboard that we have tons of because we get everything delivered, and they started making maps. And they started having a game. And then what I was surprised was
On their own.
they're doing their thing. I was playing with them, and the hero that was part of the game, tear to my eye, was Magnus. My son is the DM. He's like, and then this guy comes in, he's big and strong, and he saves you. I'm like, oh, fuck is it? I'm Magnus, is what he says. It's a 9-year-old's voice. I was so proud.
You have set them on the path or consigned them to nerddom. You realize, like
It's all right. They work out quite a bit now.
yeah, okay.
You're gonna have to start teaching those kids how to break out of a locker. 'Cause...
They buy video game time now by doing like horse dance and like Shaolin training and stuff like that. So kind of cool. 1 for 1. It's good. It's
They're
good.
going to be LARPing weebs.
They're gonna be strong. Work it up, guys. People are gonna pay for shit.
Anime, role-playing, martial arts. They're LARPing weebs. That's
No, you realize that times will be different. Like
Yeah.
they will be, but
heroes. Oh, and airsoft. They learned what airsoft is. They haven't. That's as far as they get, but they're learning.
Interesting.
It's cool.
they're learning computers.
All right, why don't we do a recap of what happened last game, then we'll hand it off to what's that?
How you doing? How's
Yeah,
your
how's-
life?
how's pizza day?
Work. Yeah,
You got
today
a
was
pizza.
pizza
Was
day.
it-
Like we've reduced pizza day to once a week to try to like not be a fat bastard. So so tonight was pizza night. It was really good.
Sorry.
You saved it too long. I left it for you and you didn't eat it. I was
Thing. I left the cake for her, but not
I
the
am saving food.
Speaking
Wasting
of
food
fat
is a
bastard.
crime.
Oh, when
yeah.
backup plans go wrong.
Work has just been busy in the new year. Like everything is chaotic, and
That's good stuff.
I'm doing the work of two men in my position effectively, which is interesting. Yeah, nothing. I've got other like life news, but I'll give that news when it's actually solid. So
All right, working less pizza, but pizza good.
pizza good. Yep. My body doesn't know what the fuck's going on right now though. They're like, you didn't have all these calories, and now we have all these calories.
What do I do with calories?
Yep. I feel like I need a nap, but I know if I napped, I'd be lying there going, "Well, we have all these calories." Yeah.
Mark's about to get fucked up.
All right, let's do a recap of what happened last game. Last game was called Proving Grounds. Imperial basic training continues. Dugan is punished for his many outbursts and his fey trickery.
Hang on, I have to get M&Ms for my wife.
While in confinement,
That's fine.
Dugan shares a meal with Dee Dee and Coven of One, who comes to visit.
Hey.
The conscripts impress the Imperial assessors with their exercises and target practice. On the Proving Grounds, Capra, Dee Dee, Kev, and Dugan win their match. Mort, Grackle, Chagga, and Jex's fight is cut short when one of the recruits dies to an ill-timed blow by Grackle.
Hey.
He ate my cake. How is that fair? You guys should be standing up for me right now and telling him he's an asshole for eating my cake.
Mark, we're gonna kill your character. Tell him that.
So I'm on a diet, and Marty's on a diet. Ahmed isn't on a diet, and
This
we're
is a
all
PMS
he's
emergency.
doing you a favor.
Seriously.
He's helping with the diet.
What diet? I'm perfect.
Well, we're not.
Grackle slaughters a man by accident.
Yeah, okay. Grackle is forced to face an Imperial thug in one-on-one combat. Chagga, Dugan, Grackle receive promotions before their newly formed squad receives their orders.
Can you correct something, Marty?
Mm-hmm.
Grackle faces off against an extremely unlucky executioner.
Yeah, check the tapes. Our orders are to marshal at a southern fort and report to a foreign legion general. On the train ride, Desaad deliberates on whether or not to tell their new companions about his true nature. The squad arrives at Fort Mania Station with time to rest, meet their fellow legionnaires, and receive their legionnaire tattoos. I like how so far there's been a lot of posturing, a lot of waiting, and things have gone. I think we felt like when we were getting that tattoos, like, could it get any worse? Because we're like, oh, we get the shining beacon now on our hands that, like, of what side we're on. And we're all kind of going, we don't want this.
Why did I have to be magical?
Why did I have to be magical? Exactly. Yeah. And then Chagga's been trying to maintain a sunny disposition while he's...
At some point, there'll be experimentation, like, can I peel the skin off?
Yeah, I'm gonna go into the hand slots of my characters and just mark down maybe.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, hands is left hand. Imperial, Foreign, Legion, tattoo. Okay.
If you could throw that on Capras while you're at it, that would be nice.
Sure. And we're at Fort Mania Station, which is what's on the map right now. And I think the general came in. She kind of looked us over and said, they'll do, and went inside the castle. And we're like, oh, okay.
They'll do. Give them tattoos.
Yeah, exactly.
Add them up.
Yep.
And what they'll do really feels like is, if they die, meh.
The military, man. Well, what we need to do is prove that they should at least treat us like the 9th level characters we are.
Or they're so high level that they don't give a shit.
I'm sure 9th level characters don't grow on trees. 9th level Gestalt characters don't grow on trees. So.
Yeah, we need to shine a bit. It's okay. All in good time. All in good time.
Remember who you showed up 1 to 2 hit die warriors / fighters to get to your status.
Yeah. And now,
we need to go. Is that what you're saying?
A couple levels to go.
Maybe knock off some 5th level guys.
Well, we went through assessment. They should know how powerful we are spellcasting wise. Like, they should have an idea of what we're
exactly your spell.
Of.
Things that are easily in game have mechanics for them to know. They know. Yeah. They looked at you with Arcane Sight and they know that what your highest circle spell is. They've looked at your spell books if you were an arcane caster and had a spell book. Or an alchemist.
Bastards. Alright.
Alright, we're ready to go?
Yep.
Perfect.
Let's do this!
Shortly after the tattooing experience, effectively the next day, after some drinking and some celebration amongst the Wayfinders, you are called, or Chagga receives notice from Lieutenant Gamber that the sergeants will be meeting for orders.
Okay, are we supposed to bring any of our peons?
He doesn't tell you not to. He says the sergeants need to assemble for orders.
Okay, Chagga will gather up his sergeants, namely Sergeant Kev. What's your last name?
Fuck, I don't know.
Kev, what's your name? And...
Kev bullshitters.
Sorry, your character has so
Kev's
many
a
names.
made-up
It's Kev Garris.
Garris.
Sergeant Kev Garris, and then
Sergeant Capra Rathorn.
Rathorn.
Is that what we're going with now from now on? It's Rathorn?
This military Capra is just using Rathorn and going, huh, afterwards.
By the time you actually finish the war, it'll be, I'm Lieutenant Rathorn.
Chagga will give Duckin to Dee Dee. Dee Dee will look after Duckin, and the backpack with Los's urn goes into Grackle's care while he goes to orders. He doesn't want to drag these things around with him when he's like doing stuff. Oh, did everyone wash their ass this morning?
Be right back.
Can I tell you? Something wrong with him.
Like a very short period later, Capra comes back. Lieutenant Gamber and Sergeant Hammersmith are not there, but they're going to end up in the meeting.
Yep.
I mean, Desaad does cast Prestidigitate.
Chagga, because he now has endurance, and he does spend a spell slot for endure elements, has no reason why he wouldn't wear his full plate. So in the war situation, he's marching around in his full plate.
Is full plate mithril?
His full plate's mithril.
Cool.
He also has a combination of items. He has the first, like he can move at medium armor without penalty.
Nice.
Yeah. That's a combination of being a second level fighter and having, what is it called, the sash of the war champion.
Cool. All right. You make your way to the war room. There's a large table in the center of a large room.
Is it in this castle here? Or?
Yes. Within this room, you see the old man and his gods.
This is the guy we were told to stay away from or to watch out for.
That would be the guy. This would be the guy.
Okay,
He's a dick.
who told us that again? It was
Neo Kavessian.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Chagga whispers to Capra to Kev just to remind them that Neo gave us this. You like watch out for him.
Did he tell us what rank he is, or did I seem to recall him just saying stay away from Clark?
Yeah, and it was like watch out for Clark. Stay away from him, I guess. Yeah, Chagga's gonna like have a look over. Like, is there any like emblem or mark of rank, or is he a priest, or like what?
Knowledge, nobility, royalty.
Oh, okay. Chagga might have a rank in this. Yeah, he's got a rank in knowledge knobs. He gets a 20 total.
Okay. This is Colonel Clark of the Imperial Armed Forces. He is a hero of the Republic. He has been awarded for bravery under duress. He is of the Human Legion, not the Foreign Legion.
Colonel, that's pretty high rank. That's like 2 under where you start to get or 1 under. No, Colonel, not Lieutenant Colonel. That's 1 under General. He's almost a general. Okay. All right. Oh, I believe his rank is Colonel. It's very high. It's under General. He's
okay. Capra's about to go with Ned's good, right?
Probably second in command around here, although he's not Foreign Legion. He looks.
Are you sure he's not corporal? That also sounds the same.
Don't confuse those two. I'll show you the pips later if you forgot.
Okay. In the room, there was already Lieutenant Gamber and Sergeant Hammersmith. They are in the so Lieutenant Gamber is by the table. Sergeant Hammersmith is against the wall in the back, not directly against the table.
Okay, well, we report to Lieutenant Gamber, so we're going to go over and like line up behind him.
Okay.
We're here, sir, as ordered. Not that you didn't hear Chagga shuffling forward and, like...
He gives you kind of a half-assed salute.
Yep.
Colonel Clark seems disgruntled by the... He's disgruntled by the entire presence of your lot.
Chagga's not sure if he has to salute the guy way over on the other side of the room, so he's just... Oh, no. he's quietly saying hello, not sure if he should say anything.
He's just looking grumpy with his rather well-trimmed beard.
Chagga does have his weapons on him. Like, he's got his tower shield noisily on his back, his big-ass frickin' war scythe, He's got his adamantine, or no, sorry, his abyssal steel pick at his side, and then like the necromancy rod. So like it's like Chagga's ready for a battle right now. Exactly.
Yeah. The colonel is also armed, and his guards are heavily armored. They're heavily armored. Their armor definitely magical. They have firearms of an advanced design as well as polearms. A few moments later,
Capra, remind me later that I need to find some ammunition of different metallic types.
yeah.
If you need some, I got a whole bunch. But you should use abundant ammunition first, because you don't want to run out.
There was a place in South Wall, well, under South Wall, where they had all that stuff, but I don't know if it's there anymore.
Remind me later. I got a bunch that you can carry, but
There's a bunch of fires in there.
you should do abundant ammunition, like I'm telling you.
A few moments later, the door opens as a large figure moves through. This large figure ends up standing by the door. This very large, heavily armored troll with a very large greatsword. This troll is wearing a holy symbol of the five-faced god.
Weird.
The troll has a stoic face. And comes Aubrin the Green with the click dunk, click dunk, click dunk.
Yeah, something wrong with her leg, right?
Yeah, she has an artificial leg. It looks like her leg was severed at the hip.
Does it look like a normal prosthesis, or does it look like an animated prosthesis?
It's an animated prosthesis.
Okay, well, Chagga will salute to Aubrin as she enters the room.
Okay.
I'm assuming other people are doing that as well.
Yep, others are saluting. Colonel Clark is saluting. The conscript are saluting, and the troll in the doorway is a troll in the doorway. She comes forward to the table. Makes her way to the other side of the table. The last to arrive is the red enigmatic being Extigan, who effectively steps out from behind a curtain. You can roll a spellcraft if you'd like.
Yeah, Chagga likes magic. He worships magic. Tell me all about the magic. Tell me all about my god. 20.
20. Don't think it was a teleport, but it was definitely a magical effect, or you weren't paying attention and he was standing back there like a weirdo.
Spellcraft?
Spellcraft.
That's part of the mystery of magic when you're not really good at things.
26.
It's magic. It's magic.
Yeah, it was some sort of dimensional door type effect. He was nearby.
It's a weird dimension door.
Oh, yes.
It seems that he did it in a specific location in the room. You might think that there could be a ward in here, or this guy's used to, like, he was very specific in where he landed.
He's like some sort of no-mouth nagaji. Okay. Weird. Imperial Foreign Legion's pretty strange.
He nods to Aubrin.
I think
Aubrin nods to Extigan. The colonel clicks his tongue in a disapproving manner. Kev,
one of those.
Yep.
give me a sense motive
From the colonel?
from Kev.
Sure. Sense motive. Okay. $19.
Good job, buddy.
All right.
New character.
Council, gentlemen, this is Aubrin's voice. She's got a husky 6'4" man voice, so that's what she's got. She's got a husky voice. It's more feminine than what I'm doing.
Yep.
Gentlemen, new recruits, liaison, nods to the colonel. We have issues that have been brought to our attention, and we are assembling forces to bravely protect the Empire and its citizens. All hail the Undying Emperor.
All hail the Undying Emperor.
Yeah, and Emperor, yeah.
Colonel Clark is emphatic in his All Hail the Undying Emperor. His two men stamp and salute in a very sort of loud and ostentatious fashion. The troll, you hear, Undying Emperor. Ex-Tugan dips his head, and there's far less emphatic Undying Emperors being stated from Gamber as well as Hammersmith.
Chagga makes note of that. We'll get them on loyalty, Mark. We'll get them on loyalty. This is a zero-sum game, this military thing. You need the guy ahead of you to die so you can take over his spot. Chagga's remembering
it's
all
not
these...
a drow campaign.
No, Chagga's remembering all these horrible lessons that were taught by his horrible
His
family.
family were basically drow.
Were military, and he's like, oh, not like Chagga's just swirling in a bunch of thoughts right now. And
for those of you who remember your histories and have read beyond the approved texts, we have intermittent issues with hobgoblins who do not wish to join society. It appears that we're at the peak of one of those cycles. Again, we will need to march to war and quell the hobgoblin hordes. She ignores Clark's statement.
What did Clark say?
Burn them out. There's been significant movement in the south, in the forests east of the Fort Craig. We expect that we will have a significant horde on our hands in a few months' time. They're collecting their numbers. She basically puts her hand on the table. A map appears. It is the same as the map that we were looking at before. It's got the fort's locations on it. Does anybody here in your group have knowledge of geography?
Chagga doesn't.
I think Dee the one who had knowledge geography.
I think so. I believe Dasad. Give me a sec.
Capra does not.
Just tell me where they are.
Oh, I have a knowledge geography, yeah.
This is the perfect group of army grunts. Tell us where to go.
I have knowledge geography. It's not high, but it'll do.
Okay, you can give a roll.
7.
7 with
I
the
can't
very
see.
good map.
Chagga's in the way.
You know where you are on the map. Like, you can point at where you are. It's a very good map. It has some 3D features to it. It's not fully accurate. It is sort of, but it is representative. We expect the battle lines to be, well, the goal is to intercept them before they reach Phaenfar. We want to maintain the south side of the river, crush their armies as they approach across the plains near the crag, drive them back, push them down. For the Undying Emperor, we will maintain the peace with minimal bloodshed. Should be teaching him a lesson. Shouldn't abide by that scum. These are human lands. She hears his words. She doesn't respond to them. Extigan looks intently at the different people. Chagga, can you give me a sense motive?
Sure, Chagga can do this. Actually, I was glancing at his... Oh, yeah, he spent his 1 rank in it last level. His familiar is not in the room, so without the familiar bonus, it's 21.
21. Extigan appears to be looking at the people who are talking with more obviously than one normally would expect. You've also noticed that he seems somewhat distracted by your group. So every once in a while, he's sort of like glancing back at your group.
Interesting.
We hope to push the battle lines past the crag. We need to establish contact with the crag. We've heard message, she glances to Extigan, that there are problems at the crag. They weren't specific. Weren't specific, my ass. Should come up with it outright. This kind of magic-y bullshit. Yes, magic-y bullshit. We have important trade through the crag, and we need to maintain it. Additionally, we need to maintain the bridge at Phaenfar, as it is the only accessible the only major ground access point for ground troops. If we can maintain that bridge, we can prevent any major group of hob from crossing. Wayfinders. We are going to need a group. There's a disrupted speech. She returns the salute.
Chuck is like, I think we already did that.
Lieutenant Gamba, we are going to need men stationed at Fort Crag, as well as men stationed at Phaenfar. Understood, ma'am. Your men should report back on the status, and you need to maintain position at Phaenfar to protect the bridge. It cannot be let to fall into hobgoblin hands. If our intel, she's looking to a little bit at Colonel Clark and a little bit at Extigan, is incorrect. Of course, ma'am. Sergeant Dune?
Yes, General.
Your family has a history of war. Certainly does. Good to have you with us.
Chagga blinks once. He's like, thank you, General, for your kind words.
Oh, we see what side Chagga's on. Oh.
Colonel Clark is looking at Chagga with similar to how he's looking at Capra. He looks like he would have words. He's not engaging, but he's looking like he would have words.
Chagga glances at the Colonel just to let him know that I see him looking, and looks away, looks back to the General.
Hi.
Kev.
Yeah?
You hear a voice in your head.
Oh, fuck.
What precisely are you doing here?
Look around the room. I find the person looking at me. I assume it's
Extigan glancing at you while having words.
Can you hear me? Hello?
I can hear you just fine.
Okay, cool.
What precisely are you doing here?
I'm not like my others. I'm here with these guys. Yeah.
That part is evident.
No, I'm not like the others. I left them to be, and I ran away, trying to survive. Not affiliated with anyone else. I'm here with my friends.
Do they know?
Yep.
The others do not.
Well, my superior, big fat guy,
Is that me?
and then my comrade, the ugly one, I know.
If you are discovered, you will be burnt to ash at best and dissected at worst.
Yeah, that's hopefully we don't do that. I didn't want this rank.
Are you trustworthy?
Yeah. Capra's known for a really long time. Saved his life, he saved mine many times. This guy, I don't really. We just joined up with these guys, but Capra and I have been friends for a long time.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Ooh. No onesies.
You couldn't sign. Capra couldn't sign the back of your passport.
Okay,
what year?
A gnome, an elf, a half elf, fae.
He's a nagaji. He's a
All right.
nagaji with a curse.
Not on that list. $30.
That guy spotted you so easily too. Holy fuck!
I think he has true seeing or something. Because
Yeah, that'll do it.
what if I straight disguise?
If you straight disguise and don't use polymorph for the disguise, then it is a disguise check with all the racial penalties for being like, I'm an orc pretending to be a. It's like I'm an orc pretending to be a human, but it's worse than that because you're not a humanoid, right? So it would be I'm a aberration.
No, but so polymorph and then use the disguise skill.
You lose all the bonuses. Like if you use the polymorph as the basis for the disguise, then true seeing sees through it.
Got it.
If you use the disguise skill as just a disguise skill, then
so going forward, I'm going to be doing my disguise skill and then
you should check out the penalties because there's big penalties because you're not the same race, you're not the same type. You're not the same type. Like you're different.
I think what he's asking is, could he turn into somebody and then put on a disguise on top of his polymorph
he
form?
can do that. So there's two roles for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the not true seeing role, and there's the I see that you're not a human.
Right.
Yeah.
And then there's rules for when you're the wrong type and when you're the wrong all the things. There's penalties associated with the disguise check.
Because even without that, I got a plus 35. Just saying.
Yep.
Care how fucking high level you are. Roll this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Guy's also talking in your head too, so.
Yeah.
I have use for you.
Yeah, most people do. That's why I left my initial group of family people who wanted me to eat people. Your use better not be along that same line.
My use is to prevent destruction. He's showing you a flash of a world being slowly, relatively speaking, engulfed by flame. It looks like a rolling wave of fire that is moving from one side to the other.
All right, you and I can get on the same page with that. Anytime you want to chat, just let me know.
Give me maybe a perception check.
Okay. Is it a trap?
It's
Oh, sort of, but
Natural one.
Okay,
17.
A wall of fire engulfing what looked like, if you understand the concept of a globe or a planet, a wall of fire engulfing a planet.
That's not pretty. Hopefully that doesn't happen here, you know what I mean?
Yes, hopefully that does not happen here. He's speaking matter-of-factly.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
There is a key. It is missing. I need it returned. They cannot have it.
Who's they? Where's the key? What's it look like?
It is a key to places that are not here. Where is it? Don't know. If I knew the answer, I would be able to retrieve it.
Who's they?
He looks around the room and he's.
Those who are not part of this conversation.
All right. What does it look like? And what is it?
Could look like anything. Are you familiar with the concept of... You have magical ability.
Yeah.
You're familiar with the concept of a planar rod, yes?
Yeah.
You're familiar with the concept of an artifact, yes?
Yeah.
It is an artifact planar rod.
Shit.
It would take one to Acheron. Are you familiar with Acheron?
Knowledge planes?
Knowledge planes.
Oh, no, perfectly. I have no ranks in that shit. Wait, no, do I? Oh, no, I have a rank in it. I have a rank in it. All right. One rank. $10.
If it's a planar rod and it's an artifact and it goes to a plane, because that's what the plane in planar rod stands for.
I'm not familiar with it, but I see where you're going.
You don't want to go there. Do not play with the rod. Do not play with the key.
All right. So, how can I identify it? If you're telling me it looks like anything, then I'm not gonna detect magic on everything. I probably won't be able to detect it if it's a artifact.
It will not a detect magic. You're correct. A detect magic will not work in identifying it.
So I need something else to figure it out. Whoever has it, do they know what it is?
To be determined. They do not know what it is capable of, or things would be much worse. And then there's another flash of fire real quick. This one seems to be more of like a ground view version of this rolling wave of fire.
Well, I'll need more information to find this thing. You show me where it was taken from?
It was supposed to be kept under the crag.
Oh, shit, and they took it from there, sons of bitches. Oh.
Not known for certain, but I have suspicions.
That's why they're not sure what's going on over there. That's pretty fucked up. Okay, yeah, we'll head over there. I'm sure we'll be fine.
Someone has broken quarantine.
How the fuck would you keep it there? Sorry. All right, no problem. We'll assume we're gonna be the ones sent over there. I'll start digging.
If you retrieve this for me, you will be rewarded through more than simply keeping your life.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Shows you a glimpse of a thing that looks like a crown. It is made of a black ichor. It has a red gem. Do you have knowledge arcana or something similar? Spellcraft.
Take a quick look. Yeah, Knowledge Arcana. Give me a sec. I'm a shitty jack of all trades. 16.
Kind of happens with jacks of all trades.
I'm really shitty jack of all trades.
You don't know too much about your history or your people.
Yeah.
You think he just showed you something of doppelcraft, like actually crafted by doppelgangers.
Whoa. That would be really useful in finding this item, you know? If you want me to succeed.
I'd like to keep tabs on you while you perform your works.
So you can give me this thing now or after? I'm gonna...
We've only just met.
All right, fine. But I assume these fellas, you don't want anybody else to know. Hence, we're having this conversation like this, like my superior.
The item in question is dangerous and should not end up lost.
All right, I'll try to retrieve it then.
It's up to you to whom you trust.
Hmm.
Do not fuck with me.
Yeah, all right. Well, why would I do that?
All right.
Mark's giggle. I was like, yeah, he might not fuck with you. It's the way I interpreted that giggle.
All right, Kev.
Chagga turns to Kevin, notices him staring. He's like, "It's rude to stare."
The actual point. So, were you doing anything to hide the fact that you're doing a thing, or are you just sort of standing there drooling?
One thing I want to ask him is,
Show me what this entrance or where this entrance is underneath the fort. Like a couple of flashes will do. I'll figure it out from there.
He shows you the inside of a volcano,
All right,
or a active lava pool.
point received.
so I'll do a bluff check that I'm actually paying attention to what's being said in the room.
Okay.
Like nodding and shit.
Crystal clear.
35.
40 sharp.
Okay. There are people in this room who could tell. Just roll some dice just for fun. I don't know that they care. They'll take -4s for being distracted because they actually don't care about Kev.
What the fuck is the fucking bullshit?
You know, staring at, of all the people in the room,
Just stare at
that,
the guy who's like that.
Yeah, look at this guy. Like, just...
He's looking at maybe the troll, you know, like if there were stare-worthy
ears.
And then on their side, Capra's definitely, well, a big fat guy in armor too.
Your whole group is staring.
Stare-worthy.
Okay. The colonel looks even grumpier.
Figures. Okay.
The colonel, so you're given your orders, which are effectively to make contact with Fort Crag and to understand what has gone wrong. There have been reports of a disruption. Additionally, there's a order, these are both given to Lieutenant Gamber, to protect the Phaenfar bridge and to basically have that as a forward waypoint. The colonel is very insistent upon a maximum force approach, firm hand, effectively burn the goblins, burn the forest, burn everything, cannon fire, rue the day. That is his approach. That is what he wants. That is not the approach of Aubrin the Green. Aubrin the Green, who you do see having a holy symbol of the five-faced god, doesn't act in a demeanor where she is frequently using the name. She does talk about the Emperor, but seems to have a more minimum force approach, delicate hand type methodology. As in, she views this as a normal cycle of nature of the planet. Of there's conflict, you quell the issues, and you sort of continually try to pressure the goblin kind with sort of the influences of the Empire. I think I wants to just basically exterminate, just burn it all.
Exterminate.
Chagga at this point is now like playing with the edges of his Smilodon fur cloak, kind of like petting it slightly, like just sort of like it's soft. So he's just sort of like fidgeting at this point.
Okay. Aubrin, there's an argument that goes on. The argument goes on for about 90 minutes around tactics. It ends up with Aubrin the Green's word is final, as you are all members of the Foreign Legion, and the Colonel is simply a liaison from the Imperial Legion, and he is. Give me a sense motive. Nobody here is really good at this, so just to see if you get a state of what it is between the two.
29.
29. The Colonel is waiting for something to go wrong.
Like in this meeting, or
clue.
in general in the war?
Just in general.
Okay.
He's not. He's
there are going to be
assassins,
assassins,
but he's not here really supportively.
Got it.
He's more watching over. Despite the fact that she has a higher rank than him, you get the kind of feeling from their positioning that he might actually wield more power. You're dismissed. She salutes and is standing out of the room, and it seems that they're going to continue to argue for a bit.
Yep. Chagga will usher his sergeant stares a lot, and Sergeant I don't know what Capra did the entire meeting, but out of the room, you wits.
I wasn't paying attention.
What? She's fucking ears.
Chagga will wait for the lieutenant to come out here.
Lieutenant Gamber and Sergeant Hammersmith are walking out. We have things to discuss. Chagga, Hammersmith. Looks like we've got a job.
Yes, it sounds like they're butting heads in there. Do they do that often?
Yeah. He's just looking to make sure there's no... Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
what's this Phaenfar place? Fen? The place with the bridge. How do we learn about that place? I've never been there before. I don't know if I need a mosquito net or like what.
Hammersmith is having a hearty chort. Yeah, you're gonna want a mosquito net.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Sergeant. Should we gather the little ones?
Sure. Story time.
All right. Are you sure it's appropriate? I mean, we got stuff like.
Okay. Are you off to Duckin? Duckin felt like the urging from like Chagga and was like looking around for him, and GD's chasing Duckin around. Eventually he'll just send Capra out because Capra's quick. Just go get the others.
Everyone, fall forward in line to the barracks. The lieutenant, the sergeant, the senior sergeant want to have a word with you. And come on.
What the fuck did he just say?
Fuck off, Capra!
He is taking his position too seriously.
Flint likes the response of "Oh fuck off, Capra." He seems to be smiling a lizardy smile to the idea of that being the response.
Yeah, I very much pictured Dugan joining him in his march from corporal to private, corporal to private, corporal to private.
His long series of promotions and demotions.
Oh, he's saving us promotion.
Yeah, Chagga will go find an empty hall, like not the main hall, but there's got to be like a big table somewhere that we can all sit at. In a room that we could go into, and we'll go.
You basically go to a mess hall in between meals, and this place, while it does have men, it actually can hold more. So there are places that are not used. You gather your men around.
Chagga picks up Duckin and is now petting Duckin kind of under his arm, and he nods at Grackle when he sees that Grackle has brought Los's urn.
Yep.
He gives you a look like make sure Los knows what's going on, like he's kind of like touch the urn kind of thing.
Yep.
Oh yes, we have our orders from the general. Perhaps Lieutenant Gamba can explain it. I don't know.
First thing Grackle says is, "Do not come out."
All right. Is that you, Grackle?
Don't come out.
I was just practicing with my sword.
Out.
He was just in there, like, practicing. Doesn't get
Just
tired.
listen to what I'm going to say and do not come out.
Okay. All right, but let me know when there's something to fight, because I really want to be part of it.
Oh yeah, don't worry. I will tell you when, but it is not now.
Okay.
I will tell you the mission.
Oh, okay. Right. Mission. The war stuff, right? Yeah. We're still doing
Nice.
that?
Only been 9 years.
Okay.
I'm kidding with you. It's been 2 days.
You don't mind fighting hobgoblins?
Let's talk about this another time.
All right. Ah! Ah! Oh, God! Ah!
Would you shut up? I'm trying to pay attention.
Trying to shut the fuck up.
Okay, Lieutenant Gamber is looking at the table. Yeah, we got orders. We need to get ourselves into the crag, and we need to hold the Phaenfar bridge. Can't do both at the same time.
Why not?
Okay, let's pull up the map real quick.
Because they're not fair, that's why.
Where are we? We're here. Fort Mania Station. There we go. Nice map.
Does Dee Dee pull out her map, or does Hammersmith pull out his?
Dee Dee will pull out hers, I guess.
Okay. Hammersmith pulls out his own map. Dee Dee's is nicer than his.
Yeah, you need to sharpen your charcoal before drawing next time.
He kind of looks he looks a little like a grumpy dwarf, and then he looks at your map, and then he looks at his map, and he nods.
Okay, Dee Dee's going to spend the time that they're talking actually fixing his map.
Okay, yeah, his map is smudgy, and it's far more...
We don't want you getting lost. I think this stuff's important.
And she's like...
I hear dwarves don't do so well in the forest.
Well, apparently there's a big dwarf place over there. This is the dwarf place, right?
Yeah, but it's probably underground, right? He's looking at Hammersmith.
It's in the side of the hills.
Ah, I see, it's in the mountain.
Yeah, dwarves like it in
Yeah,
there.
not in the woods. That's where we belong.
Phaenfar. This is Gamber. Phaenfar.
Yeah, it's a town. Are we sure it's on the south side of the river?
Yes, it's on the south side of the river.
Oh, because if the hobgoblins are coming from the south side, it would have been nice if they built the town on the north side, because then you just have to guard the bridge. Now you gotta guard the entire town.
Yeah, what were you thinking?
It would have been nice, wouldn't it?
Oh, wait a second. Who lives there?
Oh, wait a second.
No, like, do humans live there? Or was it one of these places that where goblins lived and then humans said, hey, you built a town here, it's ours now, neener, neener. Because if it was a goblin town, it would make sense why it was built on the south side of the river, because the humans were the bad guys.
She makes a good point.
Oh.
Humans are always the bad guys.
Yeah. Well, no, but maybe the humans should just rebuild the town on the north side of the river. Here, I can draw it in here.
There's no town there.
Oh.
The Phaenfar Trading Company is the one who commissioned the town.
Oh, okay.
If you want to know and look into the history of the town, he'll roll his bardic knowledge check.
The dwarf is a bard?
Nope, the Gamber is a bard.
Oh, our lieutenant. Okay.
The lieutenant's bard. He doesn't know too much. Something to do with mercenaries. It was founded with mercenaries and traders, so one could expect probably somebody died when they founded the town.
So it's like a town, but like a giant store, maybe.
They do trade. They do a lot of trade with the south side. Also trade to the crag.
Do trade? What?
That sounds good.
What's do trade?
Now, your lot is pointing at Chagga.
So we could go down to Phaenfar, get rid of anyone who's trying to take the bridge, and then some of us move on to Fort Craig.
You certainly can. Some of us will get to the crag a little bit sooner.
Okay.
Your orders, now he's like looking at you, are going to be to march to Phaenfar and to make certain it is held. A selection of us will be pushing on to the crag. Unfortunately, not all of us can take the quick route.
Does the train
never-
Does the train go to Phaenfar? Chagga?
Flint is like belly laughing. Train.
Is there a nice imperial road that goes from the Fort Manius to Phaenfar?
There are trails. Trails themselves.
Big enough for a wagon?
It's a trading company. They gotta have trade routes.
You just gotta be ready to cut some veg on the way.
I don't like vegetables.
More strong.
Chagga, remember the brambles? The plants that are gonna come and suck your blood in the night? The
Yes.
vampire plants.
And that's why I'll be sleeping in you know where.
The Hawkeye, the goblin he thinks this is funny.
Hey, Chagga, why don't we just fly over there?
No, we should probably get the lay of the land, I guess, and there are forts between us and there. What
You want to get lay of land, you fly.
should we expect the enemy to already be there?
That's not what the intel said.
And the enemy is a bunch of angry hobgoblins that we'll recognize if they come say, hey, we want the bridge.
Yes, he's pointing down the south side of the map. Hobgoblin territory is typically further south of the crag. I mean, it's all goblin territory, but
How old's the intel?
traditionally Further south in the Venkeshi.
Sorry, Lieutenant. How old's the intel?
As I understand it, this morning.
How often do we get intel?
Whenever the wizards deign to give it to us. Wizard or priest goes up and says, here's what has been divined, we
Send it.
grunt go out and do.
Send
Welcome
it.
to the doers.
All right.
I mean, we're called wayfinders. We're supposed to find the way.
What are the chances that we're going to be able to get up there to Fort Crag ourselves, sir? Make sure we give us, make a difference, help you guys out. Not sure that you need it, but
Old man's got a thing for ladies with beards.
there's nothing wrong with them.
Dugan's starting to make like kissing noises as Kev is like, "How can we help?"
All right, Lieutenant. So, are all of us going to walk down to Phaenfar? You mentioned you have some other way to Fort Crag.
Kvesia knows me a favor.
Oh, so you're
Sorry.
Probably magic.
You're going to teleport there. Oh, nice. All right. So, which ones of your group are going with you?
You look at the table.
Kev goes, "Ooh, ooh, 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 ooh."
Chagga puts down your hand. It's like, what are you doing?
Come on.
I'll need Hammersmith, sure. Somebody has to control Flint. Don't need anybody's skull being split on their first outing.
Chagga doesn't think that could happen. you don't know who we brought. Mort and Grackle. Grackle was pulling his blows and killed people.
If you're confident, Hawkeye knows the land well.
Yes,
But
sir. We can take that bridge, no problem. Just legally split, get down to Fort Crag, boom, we'll help you out.
But Sulfur is a beast of the jungles.
I think it's your decision. I don't know what we're walking into on either respect, Lieutenant. It's our first job and all, and we're not familiar with this Phaenfar place.
Take Sulfur. He'll do what's told. He'll lead you through the jungles. He'll keep your cart from getting stuck.
Fine. He looks at Sulfur.
Sulfur,
This is
No.
this is the healer.
the healer. Fire burns.
That he does. That he
Yeah,
does.
I don't know if this is the right guy would bring along with us to a fucking forest.
He clears brambles.
Yes, the brambles that sneak up on you and try to drink your blood. Yes, we want you on our side. Welcome to the team, Sulfur. Hopefully you live up to your namesake. Sulfur is the spell component for fireballs, by the way.
That and bat poo.
You're thinking of guano.
Yeah.
Jack is not going to argue with you. He doesn't have the energy.
Grackle's looking around for somebody who doesn't know magic. He's like,
If it's fresh, it looks like chip dip. Easy mistake to make.
All right. So, do you understand your orders, Mr. Doon? Sergeant Doon.
Yes.
Friend Doon. I'm friends with the Doon family.
If we were to go towards one of the forts, which one would you recommend? Fort Maximus or Fort Servius?
Is there a Fort Prophetess? I don't know.
Fort Servius is get you a little closer to your destination. It's also on the way to Long Shadow.
Chugga blinks.
Slightly easier travels that way. Maximus is where serious fighting happened back in the day.
But there's no fighting going on either of the forts at the moment.
Not yet. They always get it fucking wrong. They're gonna say, "Oh, it's gonna be 2 months until they show up. We'll be here at Christmas or Christmas.
So there's
we'll be here for Fall Festival." And
there's a
we'll be
small
waiting.
chance that hobgoblin armies are wandering around in the area already.
Certainly.
Oh. Chagga. And it's just the little company of ours that's going to Phaenfar.
What's the problem, Chagga? We
Ah.
both know that hobs are squishable. I mean, how many did we kill this fall? Had to be 4 dozen.
Yes.
If there's problems at the crag, we'll be making our way to. We'll be falling back to Phaenfar.
All right, and you'll have a nice, clean, intact bridge, assuming it's intact and clean when we get there.
We need a troll.
What do you mean, Dee?
A troll to frighten people away from the bridge.
The general has a troll.
No,
Oh, here we go again.
like
And she gives you a wink.
The general actually has a troll.
an illusory troll that haunts the bridge and keeps the hobgoblins away.
She's still drawing on the map.
There's now like troll bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, troll.
Troll here.
City should have been built here. There's DD annotations in pink.
Okay.
Can you cast illusions?
Not yet. I know that other pixies can. They can make permanent ones, but they only have one. So when you want a permanent illusion of a troll on a bridge, that's your one. Until you make your next one, and then the troll goes away. But that's okay. The troll might have to go poop or something.
Does the same troll come back when you do it again?
If you paint him right, I'm looking forward to having that. I just gotta grow up a little bit.
Quite a lot, actually.
11th level is when she gets permanent illusion once per day.
Can we
I
name
have
the
to- I
troll
have to
Buster?
be really bad, so I will be right back.
Yep.
Yeah. So, wait, what?
Buster.
Buster?
Troll's
Sure.
got to have a name.
Yeah, Buster the Troll. And we know that Buster the Troll is not a real troll. That's what we'll call him.
That is good to know. I do get very easily confused with these things you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't have that spell, so I guess it's not gonna work. I guess we'll have to be the trolls.
Maybe we can make one out of
No!
What?
No! Go ahead. You go first. Sorry.
maybe we can make one out of like sticks and mud and leaves.
Yeah, and we put the sticks and muds on leaves on the guy who's got the heart of a troll.
And she's looking at Mort.
What?
We're gonna make you look like a troll, so you scare everyone away.
Okay.
Okay, the troll plan is enacted!
It's an interesting plan. We can try it.
Or we can just have Mort do his thing on the bridge. Same fucking thing.
Are there
Sergeant.
pigs or donkeys or beasts of burden in Phaenfar?
Yeah.
Okay.
Donkeys are delicious.
Could we requisition some money to purchase, say, half a dozen pigs when we get there? We need a lot of guts to make the troll bridge convincing.
Certainly. Is there anything else that you need?
We're going to be having bacon for sure.
Unless we want to start on the troll disguise now.
Might I recommend some antitoxins?
Why would you recommend that?
No reason.
They use poisons, I assume?
All right. Let us get each of us 3 antitoxins. Chagga's counting.
Okay. He basically he gives you a form, and it's like, if they got it in stock, it'll take a couple days. If they got it in stock, it'll be here right away. If they don't got it in stock, it'll take a couple days.
Okay.
We're gonna have to see what you can get from town.
Can we put antitoxins in our character sheets?
You can put antitoxins in your character sheets. That is a thing. They have the malaria drugs for their special dudes going into the jungle. I'll get Capra. Sulfur already has.
Neutralize poison is divine, isn't it?
Delay poison is what we want.
Neutralize poison's like a big scary one.
Yeah.
Dee Dee has a communal delay poison, and she's an oracle. So let me see how that.
Just be like, we don't poison.
Well, for how long? Yeah.
Cast 2.
Well, that's why she took it, because she's an oracle. And
Yeah. It's good.
hour per level. She's a 7th level oracle, and you divide the duration in 1 hour increments. So before it's a kind of a before fighting.
Before the fight starts, yeah.
Although she could cast it on herself, and for most of the day,
Yeah.
be protected.
All right, gentlemen. We'll see you in Phaenfar in a few weeks.
Okay, we're gonna requisition some stuff to make a troll disguise out of.
Desaad's gonna.
Take
let me
the
help.
lead on that. Probably a good idea.
Yeah,
Like
just some wooden metal plates to make them look like they have a big maw, and we're gonna dress them
mundane
up.
goods and supplies. Yeah, they're basically that you can get what you need for mundane goods and supplies.
Okay.
Do you try to requisition ammunition?
Yeah, that was. Thank you for reminding me. So,
Caffrey was, hey, why don't you ask for some silver bullets or something?
yeah, so Chagga wants a handful of silver bullets, a handful of cold iron, a handful of adamantine bullets.
Oh, what do you want the cold iron for?
I'm sure there are creatures aside from Fae that are harmed by these little suckers. I'm sure of it.
You-
I'm sure I heard
Watching
Barnabas
you.
blathering on about something.
It was
Who
silver.
the fuck is that?
Silver's no problem.
Probably another stupid human who thinks he knows more than he does.
You wanted cold iron and adamantine?
Yes.
The other, cold iron. They would have a very high likelihood. Yes, they have cold iron. They don't actually. When you actually get, they actually have to go into a back shelf way in the back to get them.
I'm just putting 20 on my character sheet. He doesn't want more than that because he'll abundant ammunition.
Yep. And then adamantine is a much lower chance. They've got a couple. They've only got a couple. They're being rationed. And you've an old gunner in a supply closet that is basically telling you,
Okay.
only use it on a golem.
Chagga's gonna lend Mort a book. Mort, I've got something for you to read.
You know how I feel about reading.
Yes, but this teaches you how to be a more pugilistic fighter.
I like punchy. All right, sure.
Well, not just punchy. You could be more punchy. You could be more stabby. You could be more bashy. Just read through the book, and you might understand it. He's lending. This was the treasure we got out of the dungeon when Los was still alive in the first adventure. It was the Manual of War that allows you to study it for an hour to switch up one of your fighter bonus feats.
It's like a prep. It's every day you have a different feat.
Well,
That's
you
cool.
you can study for an hour. It doesn't have to be at the beginning of the
It's
day.
not just straight prep.
Yeah, and then it takes you 10 minutes to undo that thing if you wanted, or 24 hours or 10 minutes to undo the feat change. So Chagga, looking at his fighter feats, will never give up toughness and probably doesn't want to give up point blank shot. So I think Mort might benefit from this.
Yeah, I could see.
So he's gonna lend it. He's gonna lend it
Thank
to you.
you.
I eventually want it back, but for now you can read it. You'll like it, I'm sure.
You can see Mort every once in a while being like, "Today's a throwing day."
All right, Chagga looks at the rest of the men. And is there anything else that you need?
Oh,
Not really.
am I to understand that I don't have to come up with a plan?
What do you mean, Dugenschmev?
And if things go wrong, you're the one's going to be held responsible.
Yeah, I know, huh?
Yes, but you have to follow orders.
Oh, this early stuff's easy. Oh, so much better than being a gang leader.
So you were the leader of that gang, says Chagga. Like we're pretty decked out just going through my character sheets because we finished a large chunk of downtime and we got a lot of stuff. Like the
Yep.
I think we're ready. I think we have the materials that we could work on as we travel, like work on a disguise for Mort to make him look like a troll.
How many did you get? Cold
He
iron.
already smells like one. So.
Mhm.
Did you get cold iron, silver, and adamantine?
Bullets, yes.
All right.
I got a bunch more. Some of them are shuriken, but if you need some, let me know.
Oh yes, for all of your guns. Make sure you have enough
No,
gunpowder.
those are like shuriken, like throwing like the ninja star.
Like, no, I mean like this.
It's got like a nice adamantine shuriken.
I think
If we run
Chagga.
out,
I think
you
Chagga
can use
wants to get like 6 just like iron braziers, like for fires, like that hold little fires or light. I think he's going to try to make them look spooky. Like we're basically going to try to make the bridge look spooky so that people avoid
Going
it.
to go Halloween up the bridge. I was peeing.
We need something that makes smoke.
Kate, you can go get some sconces. They've got different levels of torches. They've also got a type of cannon ammunition that it explodes. But if you don't launch it out of anything, it's just like a ball that it's on fire and burns for a while. Type of like unsafe torch.
Can you use abundant ammunition on that?
Can we get smoke sticks?
No.
You can get a few smoke sticks, yeah.
Cool. So materials for
This shows you.
troll
This shows
disguise.
you a bottle. Opens it for a split
6
second.
Iron braziers that along the what is it called? Continual flame.
Eternal flame.
Eternal flame.
The spell's called Continual Flame. I need ruby dust worth 50 gold pieces, so I'm trying to requisition 300 gold pieces of ruby dust.
A profession soldier and or diplomacy check if you're going through the proper channels, or are you going through a like, hey guy, come on, give me the stuff, man.
Wizard needs spell components. Don't set me out there without spell components. 27.
Does requisition guy have a name?
Gregor. He's war is tough. He's got he's missing a leg at the knee, but he does not have a mechanical prosthetic. He's got a stump. And
Yeah, auto diplomat.
Chagga understands how this might work. Chagga is going to give him a
29 with the sod's help if he'll take it.
a jar. Yeah, he'll take it. He likes that Desaad is nearby because I could keep an eye on him. He'll give him a jar of maple syrup. Gregor is getting a jar of maple syrup just to, like off the books.
Put that on your pancakes.
Okay, you get yourself it's like 300 gold pieces of ground emerald or of ground ruby.
Yep.
And there's you came in before looking for ammunition. There's one more adamantine bullet, just sort of.
Ooh, I just knock this down, he says, and he sticks it.
Economics gets weird when it's not your stuff that you're trading with.
He gives the adamantine bullet to Desaad.
Oh, right on.
Use it on a construct.
Oh yeah, I fucking know.
Yep.
All right. What else do we need for a spooky bridge? I think everything else we find when we're there. We've got spooky lights, spooky. How many smoke sticks?
Adam?
10.
10? Okay.
We've
Oh,
got
maybe if there was like glowing, we can get some glowing ink and the little one can paint some scary things on.
Okay. Chagga's gonna get 6 cans of red paint.
Okay. You
What are you doing?
paint.
Oh, you're buying swine. You're gonna have all the red paint you want.
I don't think I'm going to order a private dewdrop to paint in pig's blood.
I'll do it. Granted, I'm not as good.
If you start doing that, we're gonna get flies and rats and all sorts of shit.
Yeah, it's a troll.
All of those things are delicious.
It's a troll.
That being said, you're just asking for trouble.
I think the rest of this stuff we can get when we're down there.
Yep.
If we end up fighting anything, we could collect our corpses and start to get our viscera.
You definitely want the skeletons.
And you're given 18 gold pieces for buying 6 pigs.
Okay, and then we're gonna get
There's a little form.
12 large,
four purchase of pigs.
12 large sacks, because we may encounter things we need to put in sacks and and bring them with us. Okay, this is our. We don't know the situation, but we have a tactic. We have a strategy actually.
We have a weird plan going forward.
Yeah,
A very Fae-inspired plan. Scooby-Doo plan almost.
It is very much.
no, I think we're gonna like negatively impact the economy of the town by making a spooky bridge that no one wants to use. Just this, every time we go through town, we make bad things seem to have happened on the bridge. All the bodies and things that we kill, like as we come to and fro, just end up
on the bridge. Our order is to keep the bridge. I know Dee Dee said she'd keep it clean. Sometimes you just can't. It's not. It's a B.
No,
we can't.
Part of the plan.
We will start this rumor of there being a troll that eats people on the bridge, and you don't want to go there.
We gotta tell the army about it though first, because
No,
they send a unit.
no, that's fine. No. Let's go make the Bridge of Massacre.
I like it. It's rather mischievous.
So, it will later be called Blood Bridge.
The Bridge of Blood.
All right. It is a day later. Are you ready to start making your way? You spent one day gathering materials, drawing up some plans.
So the way we travel is Chagga's going to bring his wagon, and we're going to travel on the wagon.
Okay. At this point, you saw Neo Kavessian teleport the other group.
Chagga just he's a little sour that
They get a teleport.
don't take the priest of magic. The magical teleportation. Yeah, we'll just make our horses walk through the strange place with all the bugs and the sunshine and dirt and rain. Like he's muttering to himself.
I need to talk to you and Capra actually.
Who's you? Is that Chagga?
Chagga, yeah.
Look, Sergeant!
You know, Dugenschmev, you want to join us?
No.
No,
Fair enough.
definitely not Dugan.
Corporal Schmerf. Come join us.
Idiots.
This is one of those fucking orders, isn't it?
Yeah,
I'm gonna get sick of these pretty quick. All right. For now, this won't be the one I disobey.
Since you were the gang leader of you-know-who, and he looks over at Desaad.
We were a watch.
And apparently you're the one who's known him the longest. Yes, he was a tenant of yours for several years.
After shaking his head, yep.
Who's a horrible landlord?
I was kind to you.
There
Was
wasn't even
late
a
with
room.
rent all the time. Did I ever kick you out? No. Out of the goodness of my fair heart.
I was making food for you.
It was awful.
You're going to help me manage this whole secret thing that we're doing.
Oh, no,
The
it's
secret's
easy.
kind of out of the bag.
What? I didn't
What?
tell nobody.
What did you
No,
fucking
you
do?
I didn't do it. It was, what's his fucking face? It's No Mouth Red Lizard. Stugan or something. He knew right off the bat. Yeah, we actually had a conversation while you guys were planning.
Oh, really?
Yep, it was up here. He did that.
You had a mind conversation with the red lizard with no... I guess that makes sense if he can't speak. He could...
Well, he didn't want to out me in front of everyone, wanted to know what I was up to.
Oh, very kind of him. We would have had to kill you in that room, you realize.
Out,
Now
fucking
we've got
ran,
to kill him.
run. I've seen a doppelganger run like me. All right.
Doppelgangers are on that list, you know. They're on the bad list.
Are you motherfucker?
They're on the list.
So, oh, no, okay, joking aside, we need to get to Fort Crag at some point. There's an artifact that he needs retrieved.
We don't take orders from the red guy.
Yeah.
But
Wait,
it's a very important artifact.
Da, 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 da. To who?
What?
To who is it important?
Well, artifacts generally are things that everyone wants.
You mean artifact, or like a thing, artifact?
Yeah, little A or big A? Little A, yeah, little A or big A.
The scary kind.
Ooh. Well, I
Well, what is it?
like
Apparently it's
artifacts.
planar rod.
Again, what is it?
He doesn't know. All he knows is it was buried there somewhere.
I think he means it's a rod that's got like a really flat end on it, like a big, like a flat, like a piece of.
It's his face.
They can
So,
get temperature.
while we were having the meeting with the general and receiving our orders, Red No Mouth guy talked to you in your head, said, "Hello, I know what you are."
So who does he
Go-
take his orders from?
That's kind of the point I'm trying to make. Thank you. I knew it was a good thing to bring you along since you have leadership experience.
So
The point remains, who does he take his orders from?
not sure, but it's quite valuable to apparently everyone.
Okay, but you can't just hand it to him if you don't know who he's going to hand it to.
Everybody in that room was a jackass.
Wait, did
That's right, which is why we should keep it.
he ask nicely, or did he say, "I'm going to out you as the horrible creature that I am"?
No. We came to a quick agreement. He kind of went there initially, but we talked our way down from there, and we have the same goals in common, i.e., not wanting the planet to burn.
This artifact will make the planet burn.
Something along those lines.
I call bullshit.
It seems a bit far-fetched, I do agree, Dugan
So
We need to get there to make sure it's not taken.
I understand his feeling and thinking that you, when you find out that you probably should be killed. I agree with that.
Do we know what it looks like?
I fucking leave you guys.
How do you know it's not one of you? You said it was in your head, right?
Do we know what this magical artifact looks like?
No.
Do we know what it's called?
No.
Well, if we don't know what it's looked like, how are we supposed to fucking find it?
I don't know what it's called. Okay, so your jobs is to keep an eye out for
Find
magical...
an item. I mentioned how difficult that was.
We look at every magic item we get our pudgy fingers on anyways, and then we have to
not gonna be a
pack it up
magic
for the
item.
Imperium anyways. Don't worry, there'll be a process, Desaad. Just make sure you don't take anything and not tell us about it.
Yes.
Ah, fuck!
Good. Glad we had this conversation. Good, great, grand. Fuck off.
I object to that rule.
Don't worry, Dugenschmiff, I've got a few ideas. Besides, I think you're really right about gold coins, and he gives you a wink.
Ah, all right. There we go.
Yeah, Chagga's not going to care if it's like one for us and one for the Imperium, and then we go to the Imperium and go, hey, look what we found. We want our share. if it's like quick cash and that sort of thing, Chagga has plans that he's not gonna penny pinch for the Imperium.
It's gonna be. There's gonna be bags of holding just filled with gems and stuff that never gets reported.
Yeah, Chagga's giving you a wink that you hopefully get the sense that he'll be cool with that.
Okay, so to summarize, you're looking for a thing. You don't know what it is,
It's at Fort Crag where the others got teleported.
and we need to get teleported.
So, Dugenschmiff, can you detect magic?
Who's talking to?
Dugenschmiff. The blue fairy in front of us.
Why would I be able to detect magic? He's trying to look innocent.
Oh, I was going to ask you to have a look at any items that our friends bring back from Fort Crag.
I actually don't remember if he can or not.
Artifact's not gonna show magic.
Oh, right. You should know that, Chagga. So, anything that looks special that doesn't radiate magic but looks like it should.
Yeah, I can't see magic. Unless you show me.
Okay. So, don't do that now, but there might be a winky order in the future. Because this stuff needs to sit around while we wait for wizards to come look at it. So
Yeah, and you know what? Sometimes something's sitting around and someone picks it up and it goes missing and you never see it again.
Yes, but in this case, it would be suspicious if everything went missing.
Yeah, no, what's suspicious though is this red thing asked a doppelganger, it doesn't know, to find this item instead of say the trusted lieutenant.
No, this red creature is clearly trying to use you, Desaad, and is going to use the fact that you have a secret against you. The second.
Oh yeah, you're a
the-
fucking patsy, I guarantee you. They are going to string you up.
What's a passion?
Good goes.
Keep going.
Oh, thank you for sharing this information. Now we know that there's 3 different forces in that room. There's the man who wants to burn all the goblins
he
out.
definitely did not want anyone else to have it.
There's our fair weather general who wants to do things peacefully. Chagga seems uncertain. And then there's the red guy who's concerned about artifacts.
And not burn the planet.
Well, for all you know, he wants to burn the planet.
Well, that's the thing. We'll have to find out more about him, but I guess we're going
he
to...
was red.
Yes.
An untrustworthy color, to be sure.
Didn't you travel with a red dragon man?
I didn't like him either.
Exception to the rule.
Nah, he just ran away a lot. That's the problem. Should have been yellow, but
That says Dugan goes into a fit of giggles.
All right.
You should be nice.
Let's
It is kind of funny though.
let's get on the wagon and we're gonna go to one of the forts and fight goblins to the end of our days. I don't know. Let's go.
Well, it can't be the end of the days. It's only 10 years.
Instead of going to the magical dwarven fortress via teleport, let's roll on our wagon to go guard a bridge.
Hey, it's like a big... Yeah, no, this sucks.
It'll be fun, guys. It'll be great. We'll have campfires. We'll have like a cookout and everything. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe they have
Oh, we can maybe eat 1 or 2 people and change it. It'll be great.
bridge tacos. You know, tacos that they make on the bridge.
That was a joke, right?
Yeah. So Joe's trying to get a rise out of you. It's funny to me.
Or they might have bridge tacos. And if
Yeah,
they don't
right.
have bridge tacos, we can make tacos on the bridge and then call them bridge tacos.
You got that? Oh my God, is that guy gonna kill me and eat me? Kind of look on your face. Funny.
I've already seen my doppelganger self.
Ooh.
You doppel what now?
We fought doppelgangers before. It was horrible.
Well, wait a second.
He's looking. He's giving Desan kind of a look.
I thought they couldn't, and then you did the thing, so that means they can do the thing.
What?
I am a unique being.
Are you?
Yes. All Fae are. We're special.
Yeah, I definitely can't turn into a fae.
Let's get going. Let's get going, shall we?
Yeah. Sir, yes, sir, Sergeant, sir.
Yeah,
Sergeant,
Kevin, go. Yeah.
Sergeant,
Oh, Sergeant Kevin.
the corporal.
You got it, fat man.
That's as good as you're gonna get.
He just looks at Duke and Shrift like, you little worm.
Okay, the road to well, where are you heading? Actually,
Yeah, we're packing up our wagon and GTFO.
are you going to Servius or Maximus?
I think Servius was kind of a quicker route. But
Yeah,
it's up
well,
to
we'll
you,
take the
Marty.
quicker route. It seems like the one where more danger would happen, and
What are we supposed? What map are we supposed to?
It's another thing. Don't worry about it.
Okay. The road to Servius takes a few days to traverse. As you make your way there, you get yourself towards another fort. Let's get a roll for random encounters.
There you die.
Who's got the highest handle animal? Because that person is driving the wagon.
So I believe the highest handle animal is Sulfur.
Oh, okay.
Excellent.
17 handle animal.
He also knows where we're going, so he...
And as our jungle guide, he's
Yep,
perfect.
Yep.
How do horses feel about something behind them being on fire?
He's not actually on fire. He's
I'm just wondering. I'll fuck up our day real quick.
All right, the guys hanging off the back are actually on the top of the wagon, like for the journey. I don't know. I'm on Fort Manius right now, arranging tokens
Okay.
here.
Dugan will be on top. I think Mort should be on top as well.
Okay.
Or in the
Yeah, Grackle's on top.
or on the driver's bench, whatever.
Yeah, let's put Grackle on a driver's bench on one side and Capper on the other, or do you want
Oh,
decide on a driver's bench?
Can Kev sit right next to Chagga, or?
No, he positions Duckin so that you can't sit right beside him.
It's awkward.
Grackle, you've been tasked with carrying Los for a while.
Yeah, Grackle's fine with that.
Okay.
Yeah, solid 13 strength.
And then Dee Dee's going to ride in the wagon and do drawings, because she hasn't done that in a long while.
I will bring Los out when we leave, when we are more inside the wilderness. It's good for him to be out and about.
Okay, let me just grab we're done adjusting the row. I'm going to cut it.
What do you call it, like, when you have a book with just drawings in it? Is it just like a drawing book? Or a sketchbook? So this is Dee Dee's War sketchbook, number 1.
If they're all finished drawings, it'd be your portfolio.
Yeah.
But...
number 1. Can I... What do you think she should have made a drawing of, guys, while she was at Fort Manius?
What the troll would look like. Big here, big skull.
At Fort Manius. What is this little? Are we on this little area back here? It looks like a shrine or something.
Yep.
Of the Five-Faced God, or
Shrine of the Five-Faced God, unless you have knowledge religion or knowledge history. It's an old shrine of the Five-Faced God.
Okay, so no, I think she's going to do a sketch of like the 4 people we met. Like it's the general, her troll, the creepy human Clark, and the red guy. Basically, it's like the.
Are there stink lines coming off Clark?
Clark has pointy teeth and a skull.
So
I don't know.
She'll take 10 on this drawing, so her drawing of the leadership of Fort Manius is 35.
Okay. You have no problems drawing any of the people described.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I rolled a d20. I shouldn't have done that. Mark, can you roll a d100?
Sure thing. 52.
52. So the journey is a little bit slow going. The roads aren't too bad between the forts. They are pretty well used. There are a few points where a few fireballs get ripped off, or burning hands to help clear the bush or shrubbery. What you note of your guide, he's extremely good with animals. He moves extremely well through the forests. He doesn't seem to get snagged up by the vegetation. And he is quite an outdoorsman. He really likes fire and mainly mumbles to himself in a language that I don't think anybody speaks Ignan.
Ignan?
He speaks either lizard folk or Ignan primarily. He does respond to if you say things towards him in Draconic or Common, he will.
It's not Nagaji, right?
No, it's not Nagaji. He does respond. The thing that I think Dee Dee probably would have noticed, that he behaves oddly at night, especially if the fires go out. He really, really doesn't like cold.
Oh,
does he speak Infernal?
While we travel, Chagga, I'm going to tick off 2 uses of rope trick. Chagga keeps a rope trick going in the wagon, and if anyone wants to go up for a nap, or needs to get away from things, or
rocking nice smooth ride.
Yep.
I know he's red and he likes fire, but he's not agony.
No, he's kind of dumb as a stump, isn't he?
He's different, but
a stump that's been set on fire.
Yeah, he's a stump.
I'd rather have him on our side than not. Say he's a healer. He just burns your wound shuts, probably what he does.
There's no better healer than Dee Dee.
He's a bump on a log in a hole at the bottom of the sea. There's a hole at the bottom of the sea.
And the hole in the bottom of the sea mean that all the sea drains away?
Yep.
Hence the problem with the song.
But where's it going?
That's the crisis of the story.
I'm feeling sorry for the fish already.
Right, along the way, you do see a large number of goblin traders. There's some humans. There's some soldiers. Nothing is terribly violent, aside from a few. You did note some brambles, as pretty much on site. Private Sulfur whips off a fireball into the bushes, and you see a bunch of trees sort of squirm as they burn in small groupings. It is a little bit rough, but the vegetation isn't too bad. Who doesn't have natural armor greater than 4 or DR?
I don't know that anyone's
Oh,
gotten it.
Desaad has got natural armor. Hold on, let me see how much he's got actually.
Didi's got DR.
Desaad can change into his form and just have a Desaad and just have a disguise, and he has DR4.
You said
Natural armor. Natural armor 4.
Mort, I don't think has.
Chagga does not have natural armor. He wears armor.
I suppose, yeah.
If things are crappy for him, he's gonna Desaad will get into his form, just do like disguise.
Mort's in the same boat as Chagga, and I imagine Grackle as well.
Okay. The people who don't meet like having DR or a high natural armor, just roll a d20.
Okay.
Just for the, it takes you 2 days to get to the fort.
Mort rolled a 1.
Oh yeah, 4. Great.
Chagga rolled a 5, and
so Mort pricks himself on some bushes while he's taking a leak, and he gives himself 1 bleed damage that requires, as he caught himself on some rather vicious foliage.
Ow.
It's not stopping.
Grackle all day far.
You didn't roll a 1, you're okay.
Okay, so Chagga will convert one of his first level clerics. Well, actually, he can't convert cleric spells.
This is after Mort lets it go on a bit and starts like to paint his face like he thinks the troll should look. He's got blood all over himself. Grr, I'm Buster the Troll.
Chagga taps him with a wand to stop the bleeding.
Thank you. I was getting a bit woozy. Thanks. I was getting a bit woozy there.
You shouldn't.
Pure back.
We'll have to be careful which leaves we use as paper to clean ourselves up afterward. You do clean yourself.
You'll notice. My finger wasn't the first place they got me.
Oh no!
Chagga puts the wand away. The wand would have healed that as well.
Trevor's inspecting your breeches to see if there's any other sort of blood stains. Okay, you make your way to Fort Servius. Servius. I'm going to cut. I'm going to go to Fort Servius. I'm going to paste. I'm going to map. I'm going to make player visible. I'm going to where's the
Hey, it's another star fort.
Yes, this is a star fort on a hill. It oversees the edge of a plain. It is within the forests. It is manned. It is actually more well manned than Fort Manius. It is nowhere near as luxurious. You could resupply here with food and this sort of thing. There is a commander of the fort. I don't know if you're stopping in to go talk to this man or continuing on your mission.
Well, I think we have our orders, so we if we need to get more food, we can. Chagga also prepares or will start preparing a crate food and water. Let me check to see if Didi can also do this. Day has it as an oracle spell, so Chagga won't do it and let the Fae create bland food that he will then use to cook with. So
we'll as much oatmeal as you need.
Yeah, we will resupply, but we now know that we can create water and food.
Okay.
On our own.
Get some basic provisions. You like fully water the horses. You just take an hour at the fort and keep going.
Actually, Chagga is going to find an officer of some sort.
Okay.
We might as well get news of what's going on.
Yeah, sure.
What news of the road, sir?
News of the road?
We're headed to Phaenfar. I'm saying it correctly, right?
Phaenfar, yeah. That's how the locals say it. Some people call it Phaenfar.
Chagga blinks.
One of their shipments is behind. We were expecting them a little bit earlier.
What sort of shipment?
This one would have been, I think, dried fruits. Dried fruits, yeah. Dried fruits, some spices.
Oh.
Not one of the special shipments. Those things don't come in late.
Oh, special shipments?
So looking at...
We're not from around here. We're from Foundry.
He salutes. He's kind of saluting, like he's waiting for you to return the salute.
Oh, yeah, Chagga salutes.
He's looking at your hand a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah, special shipments. Anything that's got either gunpowder, steel, these sorts of things.
Yeah, I see.
Gems.
Oh.
Anything to or from the drag.
The drag?
Fort Craig.
I see. Well,
You've never been there.
no, this is the furthest south I've ever been, personally. I bet you it's as far south for most of us. It's our first mission.
The guy beside him looks a little sheepish. You're pretty certain he hasn't been any further south at this point either.
Well, if you don't have any warnings, there's no signs from those high towers of rampaging hobgoblin swarms or whatnot, then we
We're on
will
alert.
then we will brave the road ahead, as good little soldiers do. Good day to you, Lieutenant.
That fucking guy calls himself a little soldier. Shut up.
Chagga goes back into the wagon. Useless. I'm starting to understand why they make fun of the words military and intelligence
I don't get it.
when used in the same Never mind. They do ship gems this way, though, is what I learned. I wonder.
Oh, I'm sorry. What did you say? I was just tweaking immediately there.
Yes. We're going to have to designate one of our portable, baggies as the Steelrose Squad baggie.
Okay.
So sometimes we spelt steel S-T-E-E-L, and other times we spelled it S-T-E-A-L.
I see. Gangs. If we find a nice shiny rock, we put it into the Steelrose bag.
Yep.
I
That would be all right.
I don't want to have to go through all that rigmarole to buy pigs and a little tiny bit of ruby dust.
You have a good time there, lizard man. Have a good one.
Lieutenant, all hail the Undying Emperor.
Hail.
Chagga smiles.
Okay, you move on your way as you start heading further south. Along the road, this is another few days in. It's another 3 days journey to Phaenfar. The road itself becomes a little bit less well-worn, a little bit more clearing needs to happen. It's a little bit more slower going. On the road, and I'm going to use the Forest Road map. Along the road, let's roll a perception check. It's pound perk.
Grimstone Chronicles south. I got it.
Okay. Los is in his jar.
Yep.
Dee Dee. And Dugan. which one of you is?
Dee
Are you
Dee's,
both?
Dee Dee's distracted in making sketches, like putting finishing touches on her sketch, and
So it would be Dugan.
Dugan's on the top. Yeah.
Dugan's on the top.
Yeah.
There are goblins